everyone, and welcome to Arrow on the Air. My name is Leah Rusk, and joined with me today is Clayton Hester and Michaela Caldwell. We have big plans for the podcast this semester. We want this platform to not only be a news provider, but a place where we can interact with our listeners. Each week, we will cover local stories from sports, culture, and news, ending the show with some trending topics or pop culture. In the future, we hope to have on-air guest interviews, advice, and recommendation segments, and even debates. We hope you enjoy the first installment of Arrow on the Air. Let's jump right into the news. On Wednesday, February 19th, the Academic Support Centers held a seminar to discuss stress and emphasize the importance of practicing self-care. John Nimmo, a substance abuse counselor at Southeast, spoke at the seminar and explained how to stay resilient when it comes to navigating university life. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, 80% of college students report feeling stressed sometimes or often, and 34% report having feelings of depression. The seminar was held at noon Wednesday in the Indian Room at the University Center. If you are struggling with severe stress or any other mental issues, you can contact Counseling and Disability Services by phone at 573-986-6191. On the subject of other local news,
several weeks back, the city of Cape got hit by a cyber attack that affected their systems. It caused communications to be halted and caused some other general chaos, according to Deputy City Manager Molly Maynor. She said the incident happened back on January 18th. Since then, the city has gotten itself back on its feet, fixing the main issues that crippled their communication systems, including email. There isn't much information about what the hackers were after and where they were coming from, because in the meantime, the FBI is still investigating. Professor Mario Garcia, director for the Institute of Cybersecurity at Southeast, says the city should hire a professional cybersecurity expert in order to help keep up with safety. He says this isn't, of course, an isolated incident. These things happen across the country. Garcia suggested that they should find a professional coming out of Southeast Cybersecurity Department. Additionally, I spoke to two Southeast students who worked at the Department of Parks and Recreation. They say they have payroll delays within the city as well. City Council will be discussing the issue at their first meeting in March. Moving right along into some arts and entertainment.
Joshua Newth, the foundation coordinator for the Department of Art and Design at Southeast, presented his new exhibit, Act of Unreason, at Catapult Creative House. Newth said he was inspired to create the exhibit after taking walks around Cape Girardeau and constantly seeing glitter and trash, as well as reading books and endangered species. Newth wanted to create something that reflected our societies and his own relationship with nature by collecting and arranging different pieces of litter together. The exhibit featured two large acrylic paintings meant to bring clarity to the clutter, and one portrait which attempts to prompt realization through the viewer's eyes. Newth explains that the message he hopes to convey through these pieces are how humans rely on nature's resources, but also the ones causing the clutter. The exhibit will open at Catapult until February 26. Speaking of community members challenging their creativity, Feudo, a new kitchen studio restaurant located in downtown Cape's Indie House, opened on January 29th. The restaurant is owned by Lisa Esmeyer, the hospitality management instructor at Southeast. At the studio, Esmeyer teaches classes on basic culinary techniques, advanced culinary practice, quantity food production, event planning, and catering courses. Esmeyer describes Feudo as her passion project and hopes she can provide her students with real-world experience in her classes and set an example by being a business owner as well. Feudo not only works as a restaurant and classroom, but includes catering and meal preparation services. Esmeyer also hosts brunch services at Feudo on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now on to Hot Topics.
On to what's trending. Michelle Obama shared a prom photo of hers to support the 2020 Prom Challenge, which is a new program created in partnership between When We All Vote and MTV's Plus One the Vote campaign, with support from Rent the Runway and other brands to celebrate and recognize 20 high schools across the country integrating voter registration into their schools. The winners of the competition will receive up to $5,000 to make their school's prom dreams come true. The idea is your senior prom's a big deal, and so is voting for the first time. So this will bring a lot of youth to the voting polls, which I think is really important.
Yeah, I think, this is a great way to get just voters in general, but also who don't want their dream prom?
Exactly.
Who don't want their dress, to look cute? I think this is a great idea, actually.
I think so. On to other inspiring news. This 8-year-old girl is so obsessed with Target, so she celebrated her birthday there. An Atlanta girl and about 10 other friends went to their local Target dressed in red shirts and khakis and took over the store. The kids were bought gift cards to spend on an item of their choice, and the birthday girl got to check them out. I think this is everyone's dream. Everyone is obsessed with Target.
Target.
I don't know if working Target, but maybe spending their money at Target, I would be down for.
Yeah, I saw this tweet. She was like, no, Target do not host birthday parties, but we talked to the manager, and it was okay. I think that was super sweet because they were super young, too, and, like, they had their little red shirts and khakis on. I think that was so cute.
I saw that the manager actually made them name tags, so that was really cool of Target.
I don't generally go there, and then the other day when I did, I got like a Nutribar or something. I'm like, what is this in my bag? It was like a freebie thing. Is that like normal?
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
honestly, I tend to avoid Target as much as I love it because it's a little more expensive for my taste.
You go in with an idea and walk out with five.
Yeah.
5 things.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah, super cute.
On to some sports.
All right, so Southeast women's basketball lost against Jacksonville State on February 20th with a score of 51-72. You can catch the next Redhawks game next Friday. That'll be February 27th against Eastern Illinois, where the girls will play at 5:15 and the boys will play at 5:17 at the Show Me Center. This last Sunday, the 15th, Southeast men's basketball defeated the SIU Edwardsville Cougars 75-71. They've won 3 of the 4 last games that they've been playing. The men go on to play Jacksonville State on Thursday, the 20th. On Saturday, they'll play Tennessee Tech University. Good luck, Redhawks. And so thank you all for joining us today on the first episode of Arrow on the Air for the spring of 2020. We hope to have you all back on February 27th for our next episode.